It is currently July 4th, 2024. It has been exactly 1 year since I last recorded an AP reaction video. It's Independence Day. It's the 4th of July. There are fireworks going off outside. My window's right here, and I can hear them very loudly. My dog hates it. There's banana pudding in the outside refrigerator. And there's a sneaky little way that I can see my AP scores earlier. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to predict my AP scores, and I want to see if I can get any of these right. College Board doesn't release AP exams until a specified date every year, and this year it was July 8th. That's in 4 days. How are you going to see them early? Well, let me tell you. Earlier this week, I got a text from my friend saying, "Hey, you know that college that you're going to? Well, if you look at your transcripts, it says your scores for this year." And I said, "What?" And they said. So instead of waiting until College Board releases them, I'm just gonna look at them now. I have orientation the day that they come out anyways. I don't want to look at them while I'm on campus, because if I do bad, I'm gonna feel horrible for orientation. And I don't want to do that. Just to kind of cover my butt here, I'm not going around College Board. This is freely accessible to any student who is attending my university. We can see the scores, and I didn't have to connive to get these. Anyways, AP exams. I have them all down now, and I'm gonna predict how I did on each one. AP Lit. I have an issue with time management on tests as it is, and that especially shines through when I have to write something, because I have a lot to say always. Sometimes I keep it in the noggin, other times I start spewing information. Unfortunately, I can't just do that when you only have 135 minutes to write 3 essays. I'm not worried about the MCQs at all. FRQs though, there was an essay about a guy who went to Paris and was painting. There was another one where a guy was like idolizing the sun, and he was like, "Look at you, you're lonely, but you're keeping on, and I want to be like you, son." And then the other one was something about indecision, and I wrote about Catcher in the Rye. I don't know. The essays were annoying to write, but hey, I liked the class. AP Lit's a 3. AP Gov. How do I feel? I feel like I freaking killed AP Gov, but I kind of feel like everybody felt like that. AP Gov was not a difficult exam, in my opinion. I don't think anybody I talked to about the exam felt like they didn't pass it, or even just do well on it, or like just feel good. There was a lot of information that I learned for AP Gov that didn't actually become useful. Like, I learned all of the amendments. You didn't need to know that. Like for A-Push last year, I learned all the presidents in order because I thought that would be useful. Not one time did it remotely ask any question that needed that knowledge. I can tell you what the 7th Amendment is. I think so. Cool. Civil cases. Oh, got that unlocked. AP Gov. Everything was pretty easy. I'm going to give myself a 5. AP Macro was the second semester after we took Gov. I don't have a problem with AP Macro. I liked the class. I think the exam was a little bit confusing at times. I think I got the foreign currency FRQ thingy one right. I don't even really know. I think I got at least one of the FRQs right. Low bar. I think I got a 4. No, I am going to say 4. AP Pre-Calc. There's not much to say about AP Pre-Calc. This is the first year that they offered AP Pre-Calc, which was interesting. Everything in AP Pre-Calc I had already learned in Pre-Calc in my sophomore year, which honestly felt more difficult, but sophomore year was tough for old Sammy boy. I'm going to cut myself some slack in sophomore year. AP Pre-Calc, 5. AP Stats. I'll say this about the class. My AP Stats teacher, best teacher, love her to death. Okay, it sounds like I'm preparing to say that she was like an awful teacher. She's great. She's great. Everything about that class, my own interest in the class was like maybe lacking a little bit. She was great. Love you. You know who you are. That geode question, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but the geode question, RIP on that geode question. I didn't leave any of the FRQs blank, but I definitely didn't feel strong in my answers. For AP Stats, I'm going to be optimistic, give myself a 4. I think it's probably closer to a 3. It's either a 3 or 4. No way it's a 5. AP Physics C Mechanics. What the heck is AP Physics C, Samuel? Well, I'll tell you. All it is it's AP Physics 1, but with calculus. Here's the funny thing. Last year, I took Calc AB. I passed it with a 3. I was one of 4 people at my school who passed it, and that's not all that impressive because there was only one class. One person got a 4, the other 3 of us got 3s. So it was very surprising when I passed. I guess here I'll play the clip of me last year being surprised that I passed. I passed. The problem with AP Physics C is there isn't a lot of calculus and mechanics, but there's enough of it to where if you don't have a firm understanding of calculus, it's tough. And after having only 4 people pass calc last year, I think maybe some extra love and care could have gone into teaching us a little bit more calculus. During my junior year, I took AP Physics 1. My teacher, who I will call Mr. True Story, that makes a lot of sense if you know my teacher. He asked us at the end of our junior year, hey, you're going to be taking physics next year. And we were all like, yeah. And he said, how do you want to take these classes? Do you want to take AP Physics 2? Do you want to take AP Physics C with like something else on the side? He gave us a lot of different options. So we show up first day of senior year and he says, hey guys, remember those options I gave you? And we're like, yeah. Here's what we're doing instead. So he had us do AP Physics C Mechanics in the first semester and AP Physics C Electricity and Magnetism in the second semester. It wasn't all that bad. I'm making it out to seem as if it was unbearable. We didn't do well on the tests in class. He curved them a lot. I got a 4 on AP Physics 1 in my junior year. I'm gonna give myself a 4 for mechanics here. AP Physics C, Electricity and Magnetism. This one was different. This one, I am not so hopeful for. And AP Physics C Mechanics, it was just an addendum, honestly, to AP Physics 1. Mechanics is what AP Physics 1 was. It just didn't have calculus. E&M, we didn't have a base in any of it. It was calculus, which we're already shaking on, and this brand new material, which made that very difficult for us. The exam wasn't great. I have very low hopes for E&M. I hope the curve is huge. I really do think it's either a 2 or a 3. I'm gonna put a 2. AP Biology. AP Bio was not bad at all. My teacher was great. She really wanted to make sure that we knew the content. We would do a lot of review. We did Kahoots. My teacher's crazy in like a, whoa, that's so cool way. She's like the national champion in something weightlifting. I don't know what it is, but she's crazy strong. And she teaches AP Biology. 2 of my friends didn't hardly pay attention in that class. They were playing on their phones a lot of the time, and they did fine the entire year, so props to them. So AP Bio, I think the test was fine. I think I got a 5. So I guess here are all my scores. We'll see how I did. And keep in mind, these scores that I'm about to look at could be wrong. This is just how they're coming up on my university's student records. All right, I just have to click this to see what it is. And okay, what did I get? AP Bio. Okay, AP Bio, I got a 4. That's actually not bad. That's perfectly fine. I'm fine with a 4. I don't mind. You know what? I'm totally fine with a 4. I don't care. Okay, they're kind of listed here weird. I don't know which one is which. The scores are presented in alphabetical order, so I'm kind of having to go down and look at the equivalent courses just to make sure I'm marking the right course. As of right now, Bio, I got a 4. I got a 5 on Lit, though. I got a 5 on AP Lit. That is a surprise. I think I got a 5 on AP Gov. I got a 5 on Gov. I got a 5 on Gov. Cool. Macro. What would that even be? Whoa, I got a 3 on macro. That's a surprise. Well, that's disappointing. I thought I did better. Oh, this doesn't have AP Pre-Calculus on it. It only has 13. Okay, I guess because it's such a new class, they don't have an equivalent class here, so it's just not here. I'll input a vertical video clip of me at college reacting to my scores.
And you got a 5. Good job, Samuel. Woo!
AP Stats, 4. 4. I feel like that's definitely close to a 3. AP Physics C. Okay, there are 3 physics classes here. Oh, I got 4 in all of them. I got a 4 on electricity and magnetism? Whoa! I'm really disappointed in macro now. Because I did well on everything else, just not that. I did fine in the class. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think getting a 5 or a 3 really makes a difference. That's disappointing. Who cares? How many did I get right? Gov was correct. Pre-calc, I don't know. Half a point. Macro, not correct. Stats, correct. So that's a full and that's a half. Mechanics is correct. E&M was not correct. Bio was not correct. If these aren't actually the correct scores, I'm going to put it right here. It's going to say, no, that's wrong. I currently have 3.5 points for correct guesses. Me from the future, do I have 4 points for correct guesses? So I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy boy. Next time I film will probably be in college. Anyways, have a good one.